2-furlong marker now. Brigadier Gerard, the unbeaten 8-race winner, about 2 lengths up on Ashley. Dictus back in 3rd place, but challenging Ashley for 2nd now. And the crowd already roaring their delight at the way this horse strides out to prove once again his supreme mastery. Brigadier Gerard getting a fantastic burst of applause. He's inside the final furlong marker now, going away from Dictus, who's gone 2nd and Ashley 3rd. But there's no 2nd or 3rd really in this race. It's Brigadier Gerard striding away to storming applause from the to win. Ears pricked the Queen Elizabeth to 2nd place from Dictus just passing the line.
And then Reed leads by a length and a half, due by Millenium. On the far side, Belisada now being niggled, followed then by Al Mushtarak, who's at the tail of the field as heads are swings turn for home in the QE2. And in the centre, it's Gold Academy being tackled now by due by Millenium, who now races to him very quickly. Al Mushtarak called on for an effort. Behind them is Belisada. They race up with a furlong left to go. It's due by Millenium, the odds-on favourite now careering away. He's opened up a gap of 4 lengths on our Mushtarak. Frankie Dettori steals a peep over the shoulder. He's well clear. Due by Millenium about 5 in front in no danger and goes on to win the QE2 as an odds-on favourite should. Due by Millenium wins it by 5 or 6 lengths. Al Mushtarak is 2nd, Gold Academy 3rd. Song and then Tillman and Norse Dancer as they swing the corner. And the leader here on the far side, the pacemaker Blayton, now kicking for home. Goes 2 lengths in front of Falbrav, who's got him well within his sights. Due by Destination shaken up. Russian Rhythms emerging as a threat. Followed then by Soviet Song, and Guerra went down the outside, but inside the 2. He says, go on Falbrav. Moves up on the outside, grabs the leader in a stride. Russian Rhythms the big danger, followed then by Tillman. It's Falbrav in front. Russian Rhythm puts her head down. She's trying to wear down this leader, but Falbrav's a little bit too classy. He might be the best horse in the world. He's drawing away Falbrav and wins the QE2 in good style. Comes back from the 1 1/4. It's Falbrav who wins from Russian Rhythm. Train well in front, but it's Frankel who's now about 6 lengths behind his pacemaker, being tracked now by Poet's Voice and further back Acceleration. They're followed next in the field by Immortal Verse, who's got about 4 lengths to make up on Frankel. So Bullet Train comes back to them at the 2, being tackled now by the stablemate Frankel, who takes it up clearly. Acceleration behind them, followed by Immortal Verse, produced on the far side. A furlong left to go. It's Frankel by 2 lengths, trying hard. Acceleration. He's gone for the whip queerly, but kept going. Frankel goes on to make it 9 out of 9. Exciting, scintillating, and sensational. Heads a turn for home in the QE2. Kitty Beggs gets the better of the pacemaker. Here on the outside is Librettis. Rafa's there as a danger. George Washington is tracking him and going well. A furlong and a half left to go. Rafa grabs Killy Beggs. Now Mick Cannan is angling to get out on George Washington. He's got a full horse underneath him now as they race inside the 2. It's Rafa being tackled now by George Washington. George Washington, the near side, grabs the lead, and it's the real gorgeous George today. He starts to draw away a spectacular win in the QE2. George Washington beats Rafa. 3rd then Court Masterpiece, followed then by Killy Beggs back in the field.
In the lead from Kris in 2nd place. Then comes Radetzky. Behind Radetzky is Falbrav. Baptism making little ground towards the outside now around the turn. Jellaby on the inner. Skyliner still last and into the home straight. And Joe Mercer looks over his left shoulder to see where the dangers are. He's got the lead beat already. And Kris storms to the front at the 2 furlong pole. And it's Kris and Joe Mercer now from Falbrav and Lester Piggott on Baptism as they race down to the furlong pole in the Queen Elizabeth II stakes. And it's Kris in the lead, clear of Falbrav in 2nd, then Baptism and Radetzky and Bo lead, and Kris lengthening his stride and getting a great reception from the crowd already. Here comes another one for Joe Mercer. Kris extending his winning sequence, going to win it in tremendous style, strides up to the line, 4 to 5 lengths clear. Kris wins the Queen Elizabeth II stakes, and Falbrav is 2nd and Jellaby 3rd. Radetzky and Baptism are next. And still Jason Weaver on Bijou down by 2 lengths from the filly Bosrasham, then Charnwood Forest. Then comes Mark of Esteem on the inside of First Island. Ashkelani is still the back marker of the 7 runners as they swing into the straight. 2.5 furlongs only to run now. Bijou Dan being pressed by Bosrasham. Then comes Charnwood Forest unleashing a run in the white cap. Then behind them First Island. And here comes Ashkelani now on the outside. But it's Bosrasham, the filly, who's taken it up and attempting to become the first filly to win it, who won the Guineas in 40 years. But Mark of Esteem sprints, and Mark of Esteem and Frankie Dettori He completes a fantastic treble. Frankie Mark of Esteem has won it from Bosworthsham. First Island was third, and 4 came Charnwood Forest. Then the disappointing Ashkelani, Bijou Dand and Soviet Star, who finished third last year. Soviet Star, they're racing towards the home turn now in the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes, and as they do so, it's still Indian Ridge, the leader, from Prince Rupert in second. Then comes Salskifar matching strides, Persian Heights behind them. Warning is travelling very smoothly on the inside, being tracked by Soviet Star. They're racing towards the 2 furlong pole. Indian Ridge on the far side with a fractional advantage. Sal's towards the near side between horses, Kafar, and here comes Warning towards the outside, being chased by Soviet Star. Sal's has hit the front now, but Warning is coming there like a train pad with a double handful on the outside. It's Warning who's coming to take it up now. He's going to win this in most tremendous style. Warning is pulverizing them. He's striding clear to win this to tremendous applause here at Ascot. Warning has won the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes. South is second and Persian Heights third. 4 was Soviet Star and 5 Kafar. Then came Indian Ridge. Now going up on the outside of Polish President, then Cottenham, and then Green Lion Express. Racing into the home turn, Zilzal from Polish President and Distant Relative. Then comes Cottenham and making ground towards the outside, Green Line Express into the straight. Zilzal and Walter Swinburne from Cash Asmussen on Polish President. Distant Relative comes there on the stand side. Behind them, Cottenham and Green Line Express. The chips are down now as they race to the furlong pole. Zilzal, the unbeaten Zilzal, being chased all the time by Polish President, but Zilzal is holding him. Zilzal going away now to retain his unbeaten record. Zilzal is going to win it in tremendous style. Zilzal wins the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes. Second is Polish President. Third is Distant Relative. 4 and 5 are Green Line Express and Cottenham, and so an electrifying performance by this son of Nureyev, the winner of the Queen Elizabeth.